With 4 wins in their first 17 games, the New Orleans Hornets are off to a slow start this year. That has not been helped by the fact that forward Trevor Ariza has been out for over a month now with an injury. He's due back in about a week and a half as we approach Christmas, and we'll see if they can't generate some momentum here, starting with a win against the equally struggling Timberwolves here on the road tonight. The Timberwolves will come into tonight's game with a 7-12 record themselves. But hello everyone, welcome to the New Orleans Hornets Association here on NBA 2K12. I'm Husker Ninja, bringing you New Orleans Hornets basketball all season long right here on the HN Sports Network. And New Orleans will have the ball here early. Marco Bellinelli, the mid-range jumper, will be good. He'll open the scoring here tonight as it's 2-0 Hornets early. But the shot clock buzzer beater answer right there is going to knot things up. And then Kevin Love underneath kicking it out to Randolph. And Randolph will bank it in off the glass. And it's an early 4-2 Minnesota lead. The kick out, Lawson will take the three. And Ty Lawson's had his fair share of struggles from beyond the arc this year. But he's off to a nice start there, draining the open one. But right there, Lawson stripped on the drive to the basket. Beasley throwing it ahead to Johnson, who's going to wind up and windmill it home, A big dunk right there for Johnson, and it's 6-5 Minnesota here already over midway through the first quarter. West going to drive into the lane, count it off the glass and the foul. He'll try and convert the three-point play, which he will by making the free throw. And it's 8-6 New Orleans here, a minute 52 left. What a dunk, nice move, drive to the basket. Count the foul, bucket would be good. They would take the 9-8 lead. Now it's 10-9 back in favor of the Hornets. And time winding down here in the first. Another bucket makes it 12-11 New Orleans. Now West trying to back his man down. Drives into the lane. Fights through a little contact. Count the bucket. It's 14-11. But there's Beasley open, cutting in toward the hoop. He'll slap it home. A nice assist there from Ricky Rubio. And that'll make it 14-13 New Orleans after one quarter here in Minneapolis. Now 15-14 Timberwolves early second quarter. As West driving to the basket, he's going to lay that one in off the glass. He has 9 points so far in the early going of this one. Bellinelli thought about three. Now he'll pull up, he'll launch it, and he'll drain it. Marco Bellinelli has started to catch fire from three in recent games. It's 19-17, shot clock winding down, and Willie Green with the three of his own. He's not going to be one of your primary scoring options, but he's going to make good on that shot right there. It's now 22-19. Bellinelli for three once more. Why not? He's going to knock down another one. Marco Bellinelli is really finding his own as the three-point threat here on this team. There's a steal on the inbounds pass. The shot would actually be no good, and Landry would lose it, have it blocked as he was trying to pass it in. And the throw up ahead is going to lead to a foul. They would only make one of two free throws, however. And now 25-20, the Hornets lead it. Andre Blatch driving in. His little hook shot will fall, and it's a 7-point Hornets lead. That pass is going to be a turnover. Nice inbounding defense right there from the Hornets. They get the turnover, lead at 29-22, And that shot not quite going to fall for Ty Lawson. Got most of the rim, but couldn't get it to fall. The shot is blocked on the other end. Nice defense by New Orleans. Their second block of the game to this point. And now leading by 7, they're going to try and extend the game or the lead here a little bit. Andre Blatch trying to back his man down, drives into the lane. That's no good. Landry the rebound, kick out for three. Lawson will take the shot and he'll drain it. Count the bucket. It's a 10-point Hornets lead, 32-22 nearing the end of the first half. The pass over to Webster, who'll make the bucket, cut it back to a single-digit ball game. Lawson wants another three. He's going to have another one. Big time shot there for Ty Lawson. He's been much better from beyond the arc so far in the early going of this one. They would take a 35-24 lead into the locker room. Now early second half looking to extend the lead. West will do just that. It's a 13-point New Orleans lead, their largest of the ball game. And we'll see if Minnesota has any kind of answer. Beasley will cut that one down to 11. Now Blatch working on his man, going to try and kick inside. West with a nice little move, but he can't finish it. And Ridnour will push it up the court for the Timberwolves. Ridnour going to pass out into Johnson. And Johnson going to dribble it back out. Now drives into the lane. Easy coast-to-coast layup there for Johnson. Wesley Johnson has cut this back to a single-digit ball game. 37-28, the Hornets lead. Blatch kicks out. Bellinelli, 3 on the way. He's got another one. It's back to a 12-point ball game as Marco Bellinelli with 11 points, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. And Minnesota wants to take a timeout. Bellinelli really emerging into his role as a sharpshooter for this Hornets team. And the big answer there to cut it to a 10-point game. Then a steal. Love kicks it up to Johnson. Carried across the timeline for Minnesota. Kicks underneath to Ridnour. And that'll make it an 8-point New Orleans lead here. Minnesota on a little miniature run of their own. A nice shot there. Friendly roll for Andre Blatch. It's back to an 8-point game. Love driving into the lane. Get the bucket. It's a 6-point New Orleans lead. Beasley going to take another mid-range jumper. And just like that, New Orleans lead cut from 13 all the way down to 4. Landry drives into the lane. He'll fight through a little contact. Count the bucket. Back to a 6-point game. That was a big answer there for New Orleans. The kick goes out to Bellinelli, who's driving into the lane. That shot's going to fall, and now it's back to an 8-point lead. Kick out Johnson, 3 on the way, and that's the first made triple of the night for the Timberwolves. They shot 0 of 5 from beyond the arc in the first half. It's a 7-point lead, and make that a 5-point ball game here. Time winding down in the third, 48-43. Kick out to Bellinelli. He'll take the 3. And he's going to get it to beat the buzzer. What a shot from Marco Bellinelli, the sharpshooter, leading all scorers with 16. And New Orleans will take an 8-point lead into the fourth quarter, 51-43 here in Minneapolis. New Orleans looking to try and put this game out of reach. A nice bucket there from West cuts it to a 10-point game. Now only up by 7. That pass. Lawson going to make the 3, cut it back to a 10-point game. Ty Lawson having himself a nice ball game as well, along with Marco Bellinelli. And Minnesota wants a timeout. Johnson pulling up for 3. He's got it. And the lead is down to 7. As Blatch going to drive in, bank that in off the glass. It's 58-49. New Orleans now halfway through the fourth. That's a nice little fade back shot for Ricky Rubio. Cuts it to a 5-point game. Blatch with the bucket. Back up to a 7-point lead. 3 on the way. That's good. Minnesota's cut it to a 4-point game behind some hot shooting from Wesley Johnson in this second half. Now he soars up and slaps that one home. Wesley Johnson putting the Timberwolves on his back here in the second half. And New Orleans, which once led by 13 in the second half, now only up by 4 after that bucket. And they're going to throw that one away out of bounds. An inopportune time for a poor pass. They only lead it by 2 with 54 seconds to go. Blatch working on his man, going to try and make this a 2-possession game. That shot's blocked. Love throws it up to Ridnour, and the Timberwolves with a chance to come all the way back from a 13-point third quarter deficit and potentially tie or take the lead here. They're going to be careful with it as Beasley working on Bellinelli here. Shot clock beginning to wind down. The pullback jumper, no good. Rebounded by Blatch. Minnesota would resort to fouling as Ty Lawson would hit both free throws. It's a 3-point game with a second to go, and Ty Lawson would seal this sucker at the line. So making their free throws down the stretch comes up big in a 67-62 win for the Hornets. Your player of the game honors goes to David West, who was second on the team in points tonight. Lawson led the way with 20 points, shot 5 of 13 from the field, but 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. So most of his struggles were from 2 in this one. Also chipped in 5 rebounds, 2 assists. West had 17 points on 8 of 12 shooting, also a rebound and an assist. So a good game for West, decent game for Lawson. Marco Bellinelli really is filling into his role as a sharpshooter quite nicely. 16 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal. Shot 6 of 7 from the field, 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. Andre Blatch with 9 points, 4 of 8 shooting, chipped in 4 rebounds, an assist, a steal, and a block. So Blatch all over the stat sheet here in this one. But the Hornets get the win 67-62. Up next will be the return of Trevor Ariza as they take on the Spurs in San Antonio. But that'll do it for me. I'm Husker Ninja saying we'll see you next time on the HN Sports Network.